Hey, thanks for joining. We're gonna get started in about 5 minutes here. Just give some people some time to start watching with us here. Maybe the volume was a little low before. Just testing if everyone can hear me okay. So we're gonna get started here in a couple of minutes. We have that QR for Slido. So if anyone has any questions, feel free to scan that QR code and yeah, post your questions there to Slido. We already have a few questions. Yeah, we'll answer those towards the end. Hey, hey, hey. All right. Yeah, thanks for joining, everyone. We're going to go ahead and get started with this WIT call here. First thing we're going to talk about is the conference in Cannes, France, ETHCC. This has been a big one that we go to every year. It's been great for Tomas and Adon to get there and see some old faces, see some new ones, meet up with projects and protocols we've known throughout the years, and of course doing outreach to see if anyone needs an oracle, or maybe they want to switch from Chainlink to use Witnet or something like that. That conference is still going on this week. It's over, I think. Today or tomorrow should be the last day. So if you're in cons and want to meet up, yeah, feel free to send us a DM, and we'll make sure that happens. Also, the big thing in the past month has been the advocate program, utilizing Zeely. Yeah, huge turnout. 145 people have submitted for tasks in that program. So yeah, big turnout. You can check the leaderboard. Feel free to do the quests, do the tasks. There's some rewards. The season runs for another couple of weeks, so there's still some time to get in there and do some of those tasks that are worth a few more points, right? Like the developer tasks and things like that. Yeah, so that's pretty exciting. It's bringing new people to the community and help spreading the word about Witnet. Yeah, so a couple more weeks. If you're doing some tasks and they haven't been reviewed yet, just have some patience. Yeah, you got a couple of more weeks. Yeah, and one of the big conversations that's been happening in the Telegram is this thing about EWIT or wrapped WIT or transitioning WIT to an ERC20. That's something that we're working on. One of the things is that it's going to be superchain compatible, so we can easily deploy on Base, Optimism, or other L2s like that. Maybe we'll deploy on Ethereum mainnet first and then Bridge, or maybe we'll deploy on Base first. We still haven't made that decision. There's a lot of great suggestions from the community. Yeah, there's some options there. One of the things to note is that we practically already have the contracts ready. They are deployed to a testnet where we're doing some testing with that. It should be ready by the end of this month or somewhere around there. We still need the UI, right? Like the website, the actual swapper website. But yeah, everything is pretty much ready. We're just doing some testing and doing some planning on how we're going to roll that out. Yeah, and with Wit 2, we just had a new release on Monday because we had that super block bomb that was set for the 4th of July tomorrow. Successfully diffused that bomb, so it just means that Wit 2.1 is coming sooner. This might be the last release before we see 2.1 with delegation and other things like that. Yeah, so if you haven't upgraded your node yet to 2.0.12, that was released earlier this week, it's a good time to update. At least try to get it done before tomorrow, right? Nice. Yeah, now some network stats. We reduced a couple of the feeds that we provide across the different networks. Yeah, so in total, 21,000 requests over the month of June. Something to note is that those figures don't include the VRF or the randomness requests, just the public data feed supported by the Witnet Foundation. Yes, it's always good to see those numbers. All right. Yeah, now it's time for the Q&A. Let me pull up Slido and give a look at these questions here. Okay, looks like we have 11 questions. I'll just go down the list. Will you focus on other use cases for Witnet? Proof of location, supply chain, IoT, RFID tags, GPS, real world assets, weather, insurance data, compliance, medical infra? Yeah, that's a good question. Traditionally, we like to stay within the protocol itself. Those types of use cases, proof of location, those are things that can be built on top of Witnet, right? Yeah, the foundation typically stays out of doing things like that. That's where another DApp could come in and use Witnet, right? It's not outside the realm of possibility. We might branch into something like that, but yeah, for now we're just focused on the protocol itself. Next question: will viable partners collaboration be rewarded with tokens? I'm not sure I really understand this question. When we partner with a DApp or something like that, sometimes we incentivize or reward them with subsidizing price feeds, right? So if they need a specific price feed, maybe the Witnet Foundation can help subsidize and build that request just to help them get up and running. But yeah, typically we don't give out tokens for people using Witnet, right? Next question: can you give some more detail about the wrapped coin? Yeah, I had a slide on that. I gave out some details. I can't really say that much, but yeah, it's going to be. If I can just go back up to that slide for a second. Yeah, super chain compatible, which is a big thing. We already have the contracts mostly ready. They're deployed on a testnet right now. We're doing some testing with that. We still need the front end website that actually handles the swapping. All of that's been fairly easy, partly because we already had that community effort of Ewit, that wrapped coin, created by some community members. Yeah, that's open source on GitHub. So we basically just forked that and need to do a little bit of cleanup on the UI and design and things like that. But yeah, that's the detail. We are doing some testing. It should be out pretty soon here. Next question: is there any chance of listing WIT on a T1 exchange? There's always a chance. I'm not going to say there's no chance, right? Getting listed on a T1 exchange makes there's some difficulties with that. They have some requirements. One of the things with Witnet running its own layer one is the infrastructure that exchanges need to set up to support WIT, right? Like they need to run a node, they need to manage UTXOs and different things like that. So that's always been a barrier to entry, right? Just the amount of effort on the exchange side to actually have the infrastructure to list WIT. That's one of the beautiful things about this new thing about having an ERC20 wrapped version is it makes it a lot easier to list. All they need to do is basically just plug in the contract address and then you're off to the races, right? Yeah, so hopefully the chances are better with this wrapped version. Maybe that's the one that we would prefer to get listed because it's more accessible. It's already going to be traded on dexes, things like that. The next question: as a node runner, when will delegation go live on Witnet? Will staking cap remain when delegation goes live, or will it be adjusted? Yeah, the cap of 10 million, I think, is going to stay the same. Um, Yeah, and as I was mentioning before, the next version of Witnet Rust will probably be that 2.1 version with delegation. Uh, so it's sooner than later, probably this month or the next. Yeah, it's coming very soon. The next question, team. What's the clear timeline plus steps for WIT DeFi bridges? As a holder, how can I best prepare for and use WIT in DeFi? Yeah, we're gonna have to actually see what that looks like. As far as the clear timeline, yeah, later this month or the end of the month, we'll be having some information come out about that probably next week or the week after with a more clear timeline and kind of the next steps in that process. The next question, can we please have some updates on the recent conferences the team has attended? Yeah, they've all been fairly good. A lot of that is just outreach, talking to projects and dApps, seeing if they need an oracle. There's some positive connections made at those conferences, and we're like in discussions with some of them on helping them use Witnet, how to integrate it into their contracts, and different things like that. A lot of times when we attend conferences, it's to build those partnerships and make those connections to have people use Witnet. Partially with that is the actual integration time can take a little bit, and announcing those partnerships is a little bit premature right after the conference when they haven't integrated yet but are in the process. So yeah, there's some updates on the conferences. It's been good. We've met some new projects, new protocols that want to use Witnet, and yeah, we're in the process of getting them all set up. Any news updates on new partnerships is the next question. Yeah, that's interesting. With Witnet being a permissionless protocol, it's funny. Even I was talking with Tomas, I think yesterday, and he was saying how he was at ETHCC and someone there is using Witnet, but we don't know. We had no idea about their project or anything like that, right? So yeah, it's always interesting about new partnerships. People using Witnet. Sometimes we don't even know they're using Witnet. There's no big new announcements about new partners. There's still the ones that are currently using Witnet. There's some that are coming on board, and we've met at these conferences. So we'll be hopefully announcing that soon and getting some co-marketing going. Maybe do a live stream with a couple of them or something like that. The next question. Are there any up and coming sessions, live streams on platforms like X with current or potential new partners? Yeah, actually tomorrow I'm gonna participate in a fireside chat or like a live stream session from, I think it's Web3 Global. It's like a marketing company or something like that. So yeah, I'll be joining from the main Witnet account. Yeah, that's tomorrow. So if you want to join that, it should be pretty interesting. I think I did one stream with them a couple of weeks ago. They had great questions. Other great guests also attend that. So yeah, if you want to learn about some new projects, maybe support Witnet, you can watch that live stream tomorrow. Next question. When WIT 2 came out, it was mentioned it'd be a 1 to 2 month gap before WIT 2.1. It's been much longer. Can we please get some tentative timelines on WIT 2.1? Yes, like I said, that last update was probably the last update, the one that happened this week, because we have that super block bomb that we need to defuse tomorrow. Yes, the next one should be WIT 2.1. I'm guessing sometime this month. We'll have some more clear communication on that next week. The next question, any potential new exchange listings? Also, any new categories we could get added to, and CoinGecko or CoinMarketCap in terms of narrative. Yeah, there's no new exchange listings on the horizon. One of the things with that, even if we were in talks, we can't really announce that until the exchange announces it, right? So, yeah, the kind of the big thing right now is the ERC20, and it's going to be tradable on dexes, right? So that's probably the best venue to look towards in the future. As far as coin market cap and CoinGecko updating those terms, yeah, we can try that. We've done that in the past. A lot of times with coin market cap, they kind of do their own thing. Yeah, we can definitely look at that. I think we assess that like every couple of months. We submit something to get some things updated there, and we can definitely look again. Next, maybe that was all the questions. Let me do just a quick refresh to see if any others came in. No. All right. Yeah, that was all the questions. Yeah, thanks for those. Those were great. I hope I answered them. Okay. Yeah, and just kind of a recap of the call. The conferences, we're at ETHCC right now in cons. If you want to meet up, feel free. Send us a DM and we'll meet up with you. Also, we have that advocate program through Zeely. A couple of more weeks left on that, so make sure to do those tasks and have a chance to earn some rewards. Also, we are in the process of testing that wrapped version of WIT. It should be live soon. Also, the node update to defuse the super block bomb WIT 2.1 is just around the corner. Awesome. Yeah, any last minute questions? If not, I think we're going to end the stream. All right. Well, thank you everyone for coming. Have a great weekend.